Interview and job search strategies that work. I'm going to title the episode The Human Dynamic of IT, working in IT, or the human side of working in IT. The reason I bring this up, you go to your work, you start working, and everything's awesome. I think a lot of folks leave their work for this reason, and I'm going to tell you what the reason is. It's part of money, yes. It's part of a lot of other things, but I think this is the number one reason that people leave their job. I think they don't have a problem leaving their job with this, and here it goes. When you work somewhere, say there's two systems admins, right? Two systems admins. Both of them do the same job, whatever that job is. Or maybe there's a team of, let's say, 10 folks, right? And they're all systems admins, right? But there's one person or two people that don't pull their weight. They don't do what they need to do. And meanwhile, they're constantly, they make excuses for why they can't do stuff. Maybe you email them and they say, I can't do this for whatever reason. And, sometimes mostly it's a poor planning thing, and what happens is the leadership or the manager, if you will, whichever you want to put in that aspect, they, instead of addressing that issue, what the manager or leader will do, if their manager, a manager, like I said before, manager and leader are two different things. So typically what the leadership or the management does is this. They give the other people more work and they don't address the issue, right? Or they just say, because they obviously they can't fire that person or them, whoever they are, for not doing their work. Maybe they need more justification, these type of things. So they have to tread lightly in that aspect, because they are working. They're just not pulling their weight or whatever. And it's like this, right? Systems admin has to do something. And let's say there's 8 folks who do the job and 2 that don't. Well, the 8 people are doing the job, spreading the workload of the 2 people that aren't. And so the tendency is like, okay, there might be hints for the management or leadership say, can you talk to such and such or them or those 2 or whatever about taking care of their work, and if it continues, if it solves it, great. But if it continues on, the other 8 are like, hey, what's going on here? What's the reason? Why is this going on? And it gets to a point where, I have to do their work, and you feel kind of, a certain way because here you are getting paid the same money as this other individual, and both of you, the 8 people have all the training. The 2 people have the training as well, so all 10 have the same training, but they're not pulling their weight for whatever reason. And so what happens is the 8 people, when they're tasked to do something, say it's Friday and, I need you to do this. No. Or, they feel a certain way because they know those other 2 folks aren't pulling their weight, right? That type of thing. So I think that's I feel that that's one of the major reasons people leave their job, because the 8 people are doing the work of the 2 people, and the 2 people are still getting paid. That's really, after a while, seeing that, you kind of feel a certain way, and you say, okay, you know what? Leadership hasn't taken care of the issue. I'm out. I'll find another job somewhere else, And of course, that other job that you find, you're going to have the same problems, by the way, until you own your own business, and then you can figure out, because looking at it one side, you may look at the 8 people and say, hey, you don't understand, right? And then because 2 people have more workload, less workload, different skill sets. But your management that's the job of the management and the leadership, is to make the team work, and as a cohesive unit. Because I think the term is you are strong as your weakest link, and this holds true as well for that. So, just wanted to give that quick podcast a little bit about that. Again, the human side of IT. So, thanks a lot for viewing this podcast, and have a great day.